On this edition of Gold Hog Outdoors, we're going to take you to the mountains of North Georgia. There, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to take a couple of prospectors that have never run our stream sluice, and we're going to sort of trick them a little bit. And we're going to do this because we want to show just how heavy gold is. We're going to set up the stream sluice, and I'm going to set it up super fast. We're going to put in gold, and we're going to see if the stream sluice can catch almost nothing but gold. That's right, a complete blowout. Let's see what happens in the results. It's pretty cool, it's pretty fun. Hey guys, it's Doc from Gold Hog, and I'm going to set up this video real quick for you, but before I do, make sure you do one thing, and that is click the subscribe button down below. We're going to be uploading about 30 different videos over the next few months, so if you do that, it'll notify you when we upload a new one. Real quick on this video, I wanted to show just how heavy gold really was. A lot of people know gold is heavy, but they don't really comprehend just how heavy it is. We were out doing a bunch of different things. We were out running flow pans, we were out running high bankers, and I happened to have a stream sluice in my truck. And I grabbed the stream sluice and I handed it to two guys that have never set up one of our stream sluices. I pointed to the strongest flow in a creek and I said, go set it up there, rip the water fluid through it as fast as you can, and we're going to run some dirt through it. Now, I know that's a little bit mean because I wanted to actually blow this sluice out a little bit. I wanted to prove a point just how heavy gold was. So what I did was I actually seeded a little bit of gold into the run. We actually seeded some gold in at the beginning of the run, and then they ran probably about 20 or 30 buckets. We pulled the stream sluice, and you're going to be shocked to see what happens, or at least I was, and everyone else was there too. Now, one of the beautiful things about our stream sluice is that it comes with everything. It comes with the stream sluice, it comes with the legs, it comes with two sets of mats. It comes with a high flow mat, it comes with a low flow mat. And obviously this is not how you want to set up our stream sluice to run. But if you understand proportional force, and I want you to go at some point in your life, go watch the proportional force video. If you want to be a good miner, if you want to be a good prospector, you cannot do it and set up equipment properly unless you watch that video first. And it'll explain what we're doing here. The amount of proportional force used to move rocks so we don't have to actually classify material, but at the same time still provide different capture zones that'll capture fine gold. Now, were we trying to tune this sluice in and capture a whole bunch of fine gold? No, we certainly were not. I was trying to prove a point that even if you blow a sluice out a lot of times, you'll still catch some gold. So anyways, I'm going to take you out to the video. But before I do, I want to show you one thing that's real quick that'll help you in this mindset. How much does a gallon of milk weigh? Do you know? Well, it's about the same as a gallon of water. A gallon of milk weighs about 8.3 pounds. My next question is how much does a gallon of gold weigh? Do you know that one? Well, when I tell people it's about 160 pounds, they kind of stop. Can you think about going to the supermarket, reaching into the shelf, grabbing a 160-pound gallon of milk? It would drop down to the floor. It would just about break your leg. So this guy doing a bench press would have to still add another 30 pounds onto his bar to get to 160 pounds. Does that make sense? Does that just show you how heavy gold is? Anyways, that's a good example, a good mindset to sort of show you, get you to think about, geez, gold really is heavy. So let's get out to that video and I'll show you what happened for the day. Again, we just wanted to have some fun, just wanted to prove a point. Hey guys, so I'm gonna do another little short real quick. And I figured I'd do one on the stream sluice. We grabbed the stream sluice while we're up here. We're running it down here, but I wanna show you the dirt we're running first. So we're running this dirt and off these dirt piles. And the one thing we're not doing is we're not classifying. So we've got a lot of rocks, as you can see. And we're not doing any classification, and we got the stream sluice. Got the stream sluice set up down here. And the nice thing, if you got the stream sluice set up right, is you don't have to classify. They're running the stream sluice. Now they've never set up this stream sluice before. So let's see if they got it set up right. So what's one of the nice things that you're seeing about it so far is you don't have to classify.
No classification.
So we're taking off this dirt pile, we're taking buckets, and we're dumping it in. So go ahead and dump some in. And the rocks will basically just roll all the way down through that stream sluice. There's not a lot of gold in this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of gold in here just to show you that it can catch it. So we're going to throw some gold in here, but you can see that big rock that just went through there.
I'm surprised how clean these big rocks get just coming through them.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing that they'll actually get cleaned up. How fast they move and how fast you can do a bucket. I mean, it's pretty darn fast. Okay, so they just started running the stream sluice, and here's what I did. I took 2 buckets of pay and I seeded in some gold that I had. I had them run those buckets the same way they were running the other buckets, and then we continued the run for at least another half an hour and probably another 30 or 40 buckets.
Down from that high horse, ride this feeling with us. Wear it like a crown till sunshine fades into dusk. Make it shine like gold, make it shine like gold.
Alright, so they've been running the stream sluice. So, who knows how to shut it off?
Not really, not good.
Alright. All you gotta do is go stand near the front, but not in front of it. Take off the rocks and just lift up, just slowly just lift the flow up and it will shut off. Try it. Yep. Put your hand on the front, take your rocks off, slowly lift it up. There you go. And now bring the whole sluice to me. It's probably completely blown out. No? You can see now, and I kind of wanted to do this as an experiment. We've got this raging flow here, and I wanted to really put it to where we did 0 classification.
Piece right there.
Yep, there's a piece right there. There's little pieces right in there. There's more in here. So what we'll do is we'll throw this into a pan and we'll see what the hell is able to stay in this thing. But you can see from the look of the mats, I mean, the mats are pretty damn bare. Even like that bedrock, which normally has a lot of black sand at the end, that thing's almost bare. So I didn't set this pitch. I let them play with it. It was a little bit too hot, but that's fine. Let's see what we got in there. All right, so we pulled the sluice out. Now what we do is I'm gonna pull the mat, we're gonna wash the mat real quick, pan it, see what was in it. Again, remember, we were ripping water through this thing. There's almost nothing left in the mat. So let's see what happens.
Who the hell picked January to shoot this video? Wash it up and down. Wash it up and down. And I'm going to reverse roll it the other way. And maybe a quarter of a cup, half a cup of concentrates. So let me pan this real quick.
What did you just say?
As fast as we were running, it's surprising all that stayed in there.
It's amazing, and look at the little stuff. I mean, look at the little stuff. That's what I want to show you. I mean, yeah, that stuff's easy. This is the stuff right there. Oh, there's a bunch of 100 mesh gold up there. That's pretty cool. So when did we seed that gold in? At the very beginning.
Right.
At the very beginning, I took a little bit of gold, tiny bit of gold, seeded into the top of 2 buckets. After that, we ran another 20, 25, 30 buckets after that, ripping this flow through. So that gold had to stay in there that whole time. That's kind of what I want to do. That was my point. The big gold, the little gold, and the mats were almost bare. That's really cool. I mean, it's just a cool example of just people. I got a lot of people like in Colorado with super fine gold to say, man, I'm running this thing hot and it's catching super fine gold. That's kind of the whole point to it. So, quick tip on the stream sluice: set it up in ripping fast water. Use mat number 1. You probably want to have more concentrates than we had in this one. We had it set kind of high, but it'll catch gold. It's pretty cool. We'll say that again.
Rocks like this one bouncing through it the whole time and still cut all the fine.
Or even bigger, big square clumpy things, and they just pump it all out. Did you get your picture?
Yeah.
It's just amazing crap, dude. I mean, that's like 2 weeks run in Georgia, sitting right there. But it's just so cool to have the confidence to be able to dump that in here with that water screaming through. I left them alone, let them just dump away again. Look at the water we were running in.
I have a hard time standing there.
Yeah, like you said, you have a hard time standing there. I mean, this water's just ripping through here. Hey guys, so like I told you, this was not a how to tune your sluice video. This was a can we blow out some gold video. Anyways, it just shows you how heavy gold is. And one of the things I always talk about when you're tuning your sluice is always try and blow out your mats. And then what you're going to do is just decrease and decrease and decrease your pitch until you find your tuning point. That's one of the things I always like people to do is experiment. Try and blow it out. Try and make it too. Just go crazy with it and experiment with your sluices. Experiment with your tuning. Anyways, Doc, Gold Hog, don't forget, subscribe down below because we've got a lot more videos coming. Talk to you later.